what I've done is try to winnow down a lot of documents that have come out over the past year. I believe in 2008 over 107,000 pages of remedial investigation documents came out. And I'll be happy to show you where we have them archived if you really want to see them. And I've tried to put together a brief outline to introduce these subjects, the draft records of decision for parcels D1 and UC2, and also the draft final remedial investigation and feasibility study for parcel E2, that's the landfill on the southern edge of the shipyard. And I was able to find many nice illustrations in the documents prepared by the Navy, so I hope they don't mind that I've cut and pasted them into this presentation. I'm happy to give them credit for all the good-looking ones came from the official documents, and the crude PowerPoint outlines, I'm afraid, were mine. So, next. So, here's an aerial photo of the shipyard, and the reason I wanted to show this is the little word in the lower right-hand corner. Most of that you see sticking out into the bay is fill. Only that central core that looks like a hill with more trees on it and a little bit coming out toward the bay is original. And that has a couple of consequences. The fill material itself is high in some chemical compounds, and because so much of the area is filled, it would be impossible to excavate everything there that's a chemical that you might not like, because then there'd be nothing left to build on or to develop on. So that's part of the history of this area that's important to keep in mind. Next slide. This map shows the current configuration by parcel of the shipyard, and it's been divided up into several parcels for convenience. So some are more contaminated than others. They can be segmented and the low-hanging fruit taken care of first and cleaned up, or the highest priority ones for reuse can be cleaned up separately from all the others, so you don't have to wait until everything is done for something to get going. I'll be talking today about UC1, that's in the upper central part, that stands for Utility Corridor 1, and also D1, which is the lower right-hand corner. That was part of the original larger D parcel, and D was also divided into a parcel G, which is where a stadium plan, a planned stadium may be located. Next. Okay. A record of decision is a contract among the parties as to what the solution to the contamination and the remediation is going to be. And that's where we're at now. This is kind of a sneak peek at what's likely to be the record of decision for these two parcels. And the chemicals of concern are listed up there, divided into three general categories: what's in the soil, what's in the groundwater, for example, solvents that might turn into vapors and be trapped under building foundations. Next. And also there's some radiological issues. The principal ones in these areas are the green and purple lines. Those are the sewer lines and the storm drains, and because of the practices in the old days and the combined stormwater sewer system, all of these sewer lines had to be checked for radiation, and that process is underway. In addition, any building, the numbers point to the buildings, any building for which there was a history or a suspicion that there might have been any radiological work taking place there need to be surveyed and cleared. So this is the third leg of the remediation triangle: the soil, the water, and the radiation.